Now, the vodcot's in an awkward position, but we're starting right here. Okay, I'm gonna put my camera right here. I think this makes most sense. Actually, where should I put it? I'll put it here. I think here it's least distracting because I want you guys to be able to see the minimap. Yo, David, good to see you, brother. So the plan here. Okay, so we cut into the vault. He's already being attacked. I think your goal is here to get out. Okay, very good. Yeah, walking like this is very greedy. He's ghosting. Me personally, I would flash here, and I think you're kind of already fine. The reason why I would flash here is because you have longsword 3 health potions, right? And he has Doran's blade with 1 health potion. That's the first thing I checked right here. First thing I check when the Darius is auto attacking me, right here is D-blade plus 1 potion. That means that he only has 120 HP to sustain. However, we have 360 HP extra, right? Which is an insane amount. So right here after this trade, it's actually completely fine for you, right? You get out. This is the good choice. If you keep fighting there, you die. So this is good. However, I would just flash here. Or you can actually... No, this auto attack, yeah, it's too much. You don't win. I don't like this. Yeah. I mean... The end result, I think this guy... I think you should have been dead here. I think this Darius shouldn't flash like this. I think the Darius should kill you there with auto W and you're dead. If the Darius plays this better here, you're actually dead. So I think you got away with murder here. Realistically, this Darius flashes here and you're just always dead because there's no way for you to escape anymore. Or like, flashes something later. However, the end result here is actually fine for you. Because you both lose summoners. Your jungle is starting rep off and he's very close to you. And you have 3 potions whereas he only has 1, right? So the end result here is actually good for you. Now, the only thing you should be looking at is getting all the EXP. Good. Kane is looking for a top lane gank. Alright, looks like Darius spotted it. Okay. What do you think you should do here? Light wave push. Back. We never back. We never back here. We're actually fine. Farm for level 2 and kill him. I agree. I think right here, you should be taking the upper hand. I think he warded, yes. So the reason why I don't like this... So we could let this push into us. However, what I mostly do here is actually look for an opportunity to lane lock this Darius. Okay? Because right now, we see Kane is here, right? And enemy jungle did not start here. So what's enemy jungle going to be? Enemy jungle is going to be pathing like this, right? Let me do it like this. This is enemy jungle pathing right now, right? And since enemy jungle is pathing from this into bot side, that means enemy jungle shouldn't be there in the first 4 waves in top lane. With that in mind right here, what we can actually do is just completely slow push this, right? So I do want to start pushing, slow push it, and then do a 4th wave crash, because realistically we can do that. This Darius can never walk up. When we get level 2, when we get level 3, he should never be able to walk up. Who's enemy jungle? I actually did not see. The enemy jungle could loop around to top side, but I like starting the slow push here. Kane is also invading. So right here, the only goal that we should do here is slow pushing. Because if we slow push, we have the HP advantage, right? Darius cannot recall. Why can he not recall? Because if he recalls, we can actually just hard push. He loses 2 waves. The wave is still in a very center position. Darius is never allowed to walk up or contest us because we will get level 2 first. And then what we do is a 4th wave crash. Now, after the 4th wave crash, Darius is stuck in lane and forced to make a bad decision because he is forced to collect 2 waves, right? Because if we keep slow pushing here, so the 2nd wave comes, we keep slow pushing. The 3rd wave comes, we keep slow pushing. And now when the 4th wave comes, we farm it in a position that it's right here. And this is also only possible because right now after the 1st wave, the wave is still very centered. Let's say the wave was actually more towards here. Let's say the wave was here after the 1st wave. We actually cannot look for a 4th wave crash because during slow push, the wave would end up being here, around here. And this is very awkward for us to hard push, right? Because it's too close under his turret. However, right now if we look, the wave is extremely centered. It's in an extremely centered position, meaning that if we keep slow pushing here, we are completely fine. Just letting the 2nd wave come, letting the 3rd wave come, and then around the 4th wave, we should be farming the 4th wave around right here, right? This is where the 4th wave should be. This is around, or this is outside of his turret range, meaning we can then, when the 4th wave comes, instantly hard push it into Darius' turret. Then he's stuck with 2 to 2.5 waves under his turret, and then Darius has to make a choice. He either collects the wave, right? If he collects the wave, and then recalls, the wave will bounce back into us, and Darius will lose out. If he decides to collect the wave and stay and try to push, we have already recalled after doing the first wave crash, and then we come back with an item lead, and we can either kill the Darius when he's trying to push it out again, or we just set up a freeze. So if we start the slow push from now on, we actually already win our lane. We don't necessarily hard win our lane, but the Darius is guaranteed going to lose. Because he is forced to make a bad decision. He either stays, and he can never push it out because we recall and we come back in time, or he decides to, what's it called? He decides to recall, and then the wave pushes into us. It's also good. So regardless of what we do here, if we play here fundamentally correct, the Darius loses out. So let's see what we end up doing. Slow pushing here is the play. You see, Darius is solo HP. You still have a full potion running. So I hate I hate already hitting here, and I hate that we're hard pushing now. Right? This is bad. Look, the Darius cannot play. We could have just slow pushed. And now you're going to be crashing on third wave probably. Look, the Darius is allowed to farm now even. Why are we doing this? Mr. Amarin, why are we pushing here? And this is why those first 4 waves are so important, because you could have completely snowballed your matchup already here. Darius should have been in a hard position here, but just by you pushing, you allow him to play the game again. This Darius is not forced to walk up for trading. This guy is trolling. He's not forced to walk up for last hits here. You get level 3 from 1 more minion? Kill. Oh, no, brother, this is a kill. Look, this minion is gonna give you a level up, right? Look, he's walking up. Your abilities are about to come back up. If you're ready for it right here, if you're stepping forward, right? If we're actually stepping forward, we get, that's tricky. Never mind. But you see now, you're farming under this turret, and this Darius is actually completely allowed to farm. And you don't really get a good reset for yourself either. What do we gain from the early advantage? I think I was looking for dive, that's kill mentality. Now this is a very big problem. Kill mentality is in everybody's brain. I struggle with it sometimes as well. So top lane is actually very often, it's kill mentality against fundamentals. You either hope your opponent makes a mistake, because is Darius forced to walk up for a last hit right now? No, he's not. The wave is pushing into him, right? So he's not forced to walk up for last hit. So how do we ever dive him? If he's not forced to walk up for last hit, the only way this Darius dies right now is if he makes a mistake, not you doing something correct. However, if we played fundamentally correct here, you would have been ahead 100%, right? Because we would have done a 4th wave crash. Do you get the difference? Looking for kill mentality very often loses you out on plays. However, if we play ahead, thinking ahead with waves, right? How you should present this to yourself is League of Legends is actually a turn-based game. However, you don't actually have turns. Every minion wave is a turn. So you want to be looking at minion wave as turns. And right here, if you would have done a 4th wave crash, right? So you would have thought 3 waves ahead, you would have thought 3 turns ahead. On that note, 3 turns later, Darius is guaranteed to lose. Right? So you could have won your lane here. That easily. It is a lot of information, I understand. This Darius is dead now because he's trolling. Right? This Darius trolled. But you should never get the skill. In Challenger, you never get the skill. So you end up getting rewarded for bad play. Right? We hard push this, we recall, very nice. We have D-Blade, Longsword, Potion, very good. Okay. Darius hard pushed, that's completely fine. You should be able to hold this here. Right now, you should be communicating to your jungler that Darius has no summoners, and this is actually a kill again, if your jungler ganks. We also see enemy jungle bot. Right now, when the wave is bouncing into us like this, what is our main goal? What is our main goal when the wave pushes into us like this? What is the main goal, chat? Set up a slow push, hold freeze, freeze, freeze. Exactly. Freeze here is correct, right? So what we want to do here is always make sure, right, that Darius can never crash this wave into our turret. That is the most important thing. Freeze is yes, you want to freeze this. However, how do we freeze is the question, right? First and foremost step, Darius is never allowed to crash this wave into our turret. That's the first and foremost thing. Right? That is what the freeze means. Now, in order to do so, we have to continuously thin out the wave. However, we need to make sure that we never thin out the wave too much, because if we thin it out too much, it starts bouncing back to the Darius again. If he's playing in this pocket right now, he actually can never play. Because the thing is, Darius trolled. Darius should have slow pushed this wave, and hard push next, right? And because he hard pushed here, he actually couldn't hard push in time, and now he's stuck in a frozen position. So all you do here right now is make sure that it's in this frozen position. Enemy jungle is shown on the minimap in bot side. Darius literally cannot play. He has to be continuously scared of getting ganked by Kayn because he has no idea where it's at. You have the item lead. Your ignite is about to come back up, and your ignite will be back up, and his ghost is still 30 seconds later. So he has 1 minute on his ghost right now. You have ignite in 30 seconds. You have the item lead. All you need to do is make sure that you keep playing in this pocket, and Darius lane literally ends here. So let's see how you play that. One of the most important things right now is to not AoE the wave too much, because if you do that, it pushes back to him. I would even be standing here. This guy is not allowed to get XP in my mind. You're playing this very appropriately. Good job. Oh, you should be dead here. You should commit. You should hard spam your jungler here that this guy has no flash, and you should be communicating to your jungler that this is a kill. He has no flash, he has no ghost. Your ignite is about to come back up. Why is he allowed to play here? This is also a very important thing, right? Communicating with our jungler. You know he's topside. Right, now he should be dead. But we used our Qs. Okay, he's still dead. Why are we kiting so much? What are you scared of? You need to stay in his range. He's 100% dead here, brother. Well, I don't mind getting hit by the Q. He's dead. But now you're actually so far away. You need to use all your abilities to get close again. He might get out. Okay, you had a very good hop. Very good hop. So your mechanic saved you here. But what are you so scared of? The damage here doesn't matter. The most important thing is killing this guy as early as possible. If he gets his passive here, he doesn't kill you. Your Q is about to come back up. He's level 4. You just win here. He only has 2 stacks anyways. If he lands his Q, he needs 2 more autos before he gets passive. And even then, he never has enough damage to kill you. You think you were scared of Graves? Can't be. Because Graves last time showed bot. Graves just died here. Graves just died. He just got alive. Graves can never be here. Look. Graves had a death timer right here. Kayn is already looking. Very unrealistic that Graves is here right now. It ends up working though. Good. Okay guys, before hard pushing a wave, before always hard pushing a wave, where should we locate our eyes? What are you guys looking at right now before hard pushing this wave? Our own wave at tier 3, very good. Exactly. You look at your own minimap right now, before always hard pushing a wave, right? Before always hard pushing a wave, guys, we check our own minimap to see where enemy next minion wave is at, okay? It's only at our tier 3, that means we have enough time to hard push this right now and crash it into the turret. So, right now we actually have enough time to hard push this and crash into enemy turret. Let's say, right now, in a different world, that this minion wave on the minimap right here is actually on the tier 2. Then we would not have enough time to hard push this and crash it, because the next minion wave would actually walk up and block our crash. So before always hard pushing a wave, it is very important to always check your minimap, right? And then based on the minion position, you hard push. Second thing you should be looking at right now for yourself is your gold. You want to try and maximize your gold, like your recall in advance as well, right? You can also set up your recall in advance by the amount of gold you have. Right now you have 500 gold, so it actually doesn't matter. If you hard push this wave and recall, it actually does not matter at all. You just crash it and it's completely fine, right? But let's say you were on 700 gold right now. This minion wave would not give you enough for pickaxe. So if I was on 700 gold right now, I would just slow push this, then hard push next, so that I would guarantee that I get my pickaxe on my recall, because it's a much better recall than whatever 600 gold is going to give me. However, right now your play should be to hard push this, and then crash it, recall, and play on the bounce again. Because Darius cannot play on the bounce, because he's so weak. So you should hard push and recall. Staying here is extremely greedy, because Darius is about to come back. Staying here completely kills your tempo. So this is a very big blunder by you. Recalling here is perfect, because if you recall right now, this wave bounces into you, right? This next wave is the wave you play on your recall. You actually lose nothing, and you can buy call feuds, refillable here. You're completely happy. However, if we overstay here, we're playing half our HP. You cannot do anything. Darius will come back. You cannot play the game anymore. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Yeah, I mean, I guess we end up getting a random kill. However, this should have always been a recall. This should have always been a recall. Alright, and now you should buy pickaxe refillable, and I guess your game is fine to play again. Alright, we're gonna cut it here. I think this was already extremely... Actually, we can keep watching. We can keep watching a bit longer. Let's see how you keep playing. We have no alternate night. You let this crash. I think here you should just be annoying. Being annoying means just... Because, again, here, before his wave crashes, right? Before his wave crashes here, look where your wave is at. It's very close. So right now what you can do is actually drag this wave a little bit longer and make him lose his full wave, or at least hold it outside of the turrets to just be annoying to your opponent, right? Just, your wave is so close, hold this wave a little bit longer so he loses the full wave, but now you actually allow his minions to crash onto the turret. Another important concept to understand is crashing a wave is actually only a crashed wave if it crashes onto a turret. If it crashes onto the next wave, however, it's actually not a clean crash. But now it actually mostly crashed onto the turret, so your opponent doesn't mind it. But you should have held this wave so that Darius loses almost a full wave here, or at least has to play in this pocket. If you let this wave crash right here, it's ultimately going to bounce, and the Darius is not forced to walk up for last hits anymore, and you lose kill windows. Right? Is Darius forced to walk up for last hits right now? No. Do we have kill window? No. We don't have ignite and ult anyways, so it doesn't matter too much. But the point still stands. Here you actually have a kill window. You can kill this guy. I don't like the E to gap close. But this Darius is trolling. Okay, nice. Hard push. First thing we should check is our minimap. We have enough time to hard push this, so hard push it. Nice. You can stay for a plate. You can proxy this wave and then recall. Nice. Very good. Lane phase over here. Good purchase as well. I like this. Buying CDR boots when you're snowballing so hard. So, good laning phase. I think you had some mistakes. Some things you could have done better. I think you should have snowballed away from the game from level 1. Yeah, I think I'll keep it there. Perfect. If you guys want full access to full coaching sessions like this is what most of my coaching sessions look like. If you go to my Patreon for, I think, $7 or euros, you can buy access to all my coaching sessions. I even do coaching sessions with, I've done the coaching session with a professional academy player in NA. I do coaching sessions for all champions in top lane. So it's not only Riven, it's also other champions. So if you want access to all those, check out the Patreon. That's it for me. It's been a long stream. We ended up being ranked 14 right now, so that is nice. We are ranked 14, we're doing pretty well. If you want to submit your own votes to me so I can review them, join the Discord, send me your votes, enjoy the evening, join the Discord, join all that stuff. See you guys later. Bye guys. Bye bye.